Alright, so what is going on? Today I have a little video on how to chop samples in FL Studio, or how I chop samples in FL Studio. So let's get started. Now the first thing the first thing you need to do is find a sample. Now I'm gonna look for a sample on YouTube right now. Okay, so I found this sample right here. Alright, so I'm gonna put in my DAW right now. So I have a tutorial on how to find samples on YouTube, so if you want to watch that, you can go ahead on my channel. Alright, so now I have it in FL Studio. What I'm going to do right now is open up the tempo thing, the tap thing, and I'm going to tap the tempo. Alright, so this sample is around 92 BPM. It's not exact, but I'm going to be chopping the sample so it's 92 BPM. Now there's many ways you can go through this. I know one of the popular ways is going through SliceX and doing that. But to me, I don't really like doing that because I find that it's kind of hard to go through SliceX. You're just going out your way to do something that you don't need to do. So what I like to do is chop it in the playlist. I click on the sample. First off, I go to mode and go to E2 generic. So when I'm chopping the sample, you'll see later. I'm going to cut all the sample. I'm going to pace a little bit ahead so it doesn't restart every time I chop it. Now what I like to do is turn on the metronome so I know that I'm chopping correctly, or like on beat. So I'm gonna go over here. There's a little like blank spot, so I'm gonna just do that. Now you can hear that next note coming up. What I do is basically I play the sample, and then once I hear the next note, I stop. I cut the sample a little bit every time till I hear the next note. So I'm gonna do that right now. Now you can hear that little like next note. So what I'm gonna do is cut the sample where I hear the next note. So that's around here. So I'm gonna just keep doing that. So I hear it right here, so I'm gonna cut it right here. Now it's pretty on beat, so I don't really need to do much cutting. But just to like be clean, I'm gonna cut it a little more than I have to. Now you want to be careful when you're doing this because it can affect the sound of the sample. But as far as I can tell right now, it sounds fine. Now I hear that next little click on the next note, so I'm gonna bring it over here and do that. So what I basically did was hit the slice button and then drag the sample that was sliced. Now it doesn't sound on point, so I'm gonna just find where it sounds, where the next note hits. I can hear it right here, so I'm gonna do that and do the same thing. And now you have a little blank spot in the sample, and you may be asking yourself, I can't have that there. So what do? so what you basically do, or what you want to do, is go to this little button right here on the sample and hit make unique as sample. So I'm gonna just do that right now. So what I did is made the sample a unique sample. So now what I can do is go to time stretching on the sample thing right here. Now if it's 1 bar, you can just go over here and hit 1 bar, but since this is not 1 bar, I have to just stretch it like this. So that's cool. And I just cut the remaining part. I think I happen to get the BPM pretty good on this sample. So that just made my life a lot easier. But I'm going to go through cutting this sample, and once I'm done, I'm going to replay the video. Now I made a little mistake. I accidentally X'd out the sample. So whenever you just do this, you can go over to your history and click to where the sample is back, and now I have the sample back. Now what I did earlier with the E2 generic mode, changing the mode to E2 generic before you start chopping samples is important, because once in a while, if you keep your sample on resample, when you make unique samples, so when I go like this, basically what it does once in a while is change the pitch, and you don't want your sample to have pitch changes in the middle of it. It won't sound good. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so now we're done with the beat, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it right now. Now since we chopped the sample up, you can hear a little bit of clicking. So what I can do right now is open a declicking software. My favorite one is RX7 Declick, but you can look up any free declicking software. Just look up declicking software VST online, and I'm sure you can find one for free, or even a demo one. So now if I play it, no clicking, guys, no clicking. The problem with these plugins is that it adds latency, so I usually add it at the end of the beat when I'm just about done with it. So if you want to change the pitch, what you can do is record it in Edison. Just hit the record button right there and just play the beat. Wait, just pause that really quick. Hit that button right there, it just chops the quiet parts. And then I hit this button right here to put it in the DAW. Now if I want to change the pitch, I hit mode E3 generic so it doesn't do weird pitch things. And then I can change the pitch right here. I'm gonna take declick off so there's no latency. Alright, that is the tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more tutorials. I'm gonna try to upload a tutorial video every Friday, so definitely stay tuned if you learned something in this video. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace.